Hey folks, I'm back. Sorry I took a bit of an extra week to do this video. Last week got a little busy. Um, Sorry this is so dark today. I only have a small light on. My big light went out. I have to get a new bulb for it. Um, anyway, continuing my journey. Let's go to 2006. I'm wearing a shirt from this year's 50th anniversary event. I didn't go. My ex-wife went with the kids, and she got me a shirt, so that was nice of her. But anyway, um, so 2006, I'm in the same maze again, the vampire maze. Different, kind of different character. I was technically one of the Lost Boys, which was a red just t-shirt with a black trench coat, um, black pants, boots. Um, had a weird looking mask. Had a bulbous kind of shaped head with a top knot, but it was like in a long braid. But it was just a one strand braid. The rest was bald, and a weird looking tattoo on the forehead. It was supposed to look ancient. Uh, Not sure the exact origin. Never asked. Didn't really care at the time. Uh, and again, that one I had a lot of fun. They gave me free range because I kind of warped throughout the maze. I was supposed to be towards the back. We had our Lost Boys who had the same mask I did, but wore like a vest, like with the sleeves. It was like a jean jacket with the sleeves cut off, kind of vest, kind of like in the Warriors. Seen that movie? Like some of the stuff they kind of wore. Um, uh, There's supposed to be more kind of punk, and we had this. Like I said, when I did the kind of walkthrough last week of what each room was, there was like the graveyard, and you walk up through it, and then there was like other rooms, and well, they were using it in the club, which played the opening theme song from Blade. Uh, Excuse me. Um, but I kind of ran the whole thing, and then one of my other friends who had the same costume, but he was a makeup character. He was much more prettier than I, so he got makeup. Uh, I kind of seem to notice a lot of the more good-looking people got makeup, and then us who were just more normal or not so good-looking got masks, which is fine. I mean, there were some that got makeup that were not so good-looking either, but you know, they were running heavy prosthetics, so it didn't matter there. But anywho, a couple of us, we had this game going on. We made a game out of it because we were able to kind of run throughout different rooms and still fit in, with it because of our costuming. And this one buddy and I, we kind of started playing tag. Just we'd run through, get our scares. Um, We'd even play fight in the maze, kind of make it look like we're different factions of vampires fighting and get scares that way. We made it our own. I mean, yes, we kind of had a story, a through line story, but we didn't really follow it all the time. Because we tried to change it up, give the guests, especially because we had a lot of guests that came through multiple times that night, different nights. So there's loyal fans. So we try to give them a little bit, something extra. One night we were chasing each other playing tag, and there's a backstage area we would cut around, and it was two different openings, but they had black cloth hanging down, so they were off limits to guests, but we knew they were there. Well, I forgot what side I was on because it was just busy night. Well, it was a slow night for guests, but we were doing our thing, and it was the end of the night. I was tired, and one side had a step, and the other side had a ramp, and for some reason I thought I was on the side with the ramp to go back around. I come out the other side. Well, I go through. I go like I'm going down the ramp, but I go flat on my face because I went down the wrong side with just a drop-off step. Excuse me, I'm out of my anything to drink right now. So I kind of, dazed for a second, get up, brush stuff off, run back out. He kind of pulls me aside, hey, what happened? I'm like, because I took so long to get out. I told him, he kind of laughed. But I know these two girls that kept coming through regularly, almost every night. And they kept messing with us, like, not in a bad way, just being, like, they would offer, they'd do it, they thought it was sexy, we were vampires, and they didn't care about the ugly mask or the pretty makeup, whatever. They just thought it was cool, we're all vampires. So, they'd be, offering themselves up, whatever. And they became friends. And, one of them I don't talk to anymore. I don't know what happened to her. She saw the face of the earth. Like, well, at least to me, she disappeared. The other one, they moved out of state. We talk occasionally, but yeah, they're living their life now the way they're doing their thing. Occasional Facebook or TikTok videos I see of them, but other than that, we don't talk much. But it was fun. I mean, it's nice when you get fans like that come through and like to interact with you. And sometimes become part of the show. But yeah, that was a good year. Don't remember any celebrities that year that I can think of that I wouldn't have already seen or met. But yeah, it was good. Uneventful year, I think. Oh no, there was a celebrity that year. That's the year I met Ed Gale. If you don't know who that is, look it up. But I'll tell you too. He's a little person. He's an actor. He was a stunt double or was in the Chucky costume for the original Child's Play film. Also in Howard the Duck. Sorry, I need to get a better I'm using a little TV tray table for my laptop. That's why he was moving around. Met him. Oh, then another dear friend of mine who just recently passed thanks to that horrible the Rona. But yeah, I'd known her for years, just through the phone and internet. We met through one of my ex-girlfriends. But she came out from where she lived out because she was out of state. So she came out to California, came there that year, and I was able to allow her to come to our employee break area to hang out with me for a little bit on my lunch. So that was kind of fun. And we stayed really good friends up until, like I said, she unfortunately passed away recently. in the last couple of years. Can't remember exactly how long ago it's been now. I've lost so many people thanks to that horrible virus. But yeah. What was I gonna say? And a couple other people I know came through that were just friends of mine, but other than that, yeah, it was pretty uneventful for the most part. It was just a good, clean, solid run that year. And that was the last year for that maze. So I think because the next show is a different maze, and I think that's because it was the last year of that maze. But yeah, it was a good time. Next week I will be talking about my last year, or next video whenever it comes out. Sorry, it's a little shorter. It wasn't, like I said, this wasn't very eventful. This run, it was pretty just standard. I know there's other things that happened to me throughout the years in different mazes, and I can't remember exactly what years were which. Like just bad guest interactions, like being punched or choked out, or which does happen. We get drunk guests and they act stupid. I've been punched. I've been choked with a purse with long like shoulder straps. Some chick lady, sorry. One year, like threw her purse at me and it wrapped around my throat, and she actually pulled it. That was scary. I'm a big guy, but I mean, it was dark. I couldn't really. I mean, there was lights flat. It was dark, but there was like strobe lights going. You know, fog going. Yeah. When you're in it, it's sometimes hard to see what's going on, especially with a mask on. But yeah. So those things do happen, and then we get injured on our own. The first several years we had what they called shaker cans. It was just like a soup can, you know, regular. But they had opened it, emptied out the contents, put in like nuts and bolts, and then resealed it, and it looked like a brand new unsealed soup can. So I don't know how they did that. I don't know what kind of machinery they used to open it and reseal it, but I never asked. And they spray painted them black. But we would use those to hit walls with them and shake them, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, after a while, hitting a wall with them, they start to, you know, misshape and turn square, get dented, and we go home with bruises, like full palm bruises, fingers. But some less responsible talent who kind of were just being stupid ended up putting holes in walls with it, and so we ended up taking those away for a while, which sucked, but whatever. But other than that, yeah, maybe I'll make a whole nother video after next week or next video, just about the stupid things that happened throughout the years that I can't specifically put a timeline on when they happened, but I know they did happen to me or other people. You know, bad guys interactions. Some people that got hired that probably shouldn't have, which is not anything bad on the park or the hiring people or anything like that. They just didn't know, you know, that these people would end up being this way. You know, personalities sometimes come out later on. So I'm not trying to disparage the park or their people that work for them or HR or anything like that at all. But there are sometimes people that got hired that just shouldn't have been. You know, they put on an act and got the job. Then once they got the job, they turned. You know. So, anyway, I think that's it for tonight. It's been a long last couple weeks. I'm stressed out about a few things, so Anywho, have a great night, morning, wherever you're at. Again, hit the buttons, like, subscribe, all that crap. Love you all. Stay safe. And it's October, so have a great October, great Halloween when it comes up. If you go trick-or-treating with your kids, families, whatever. Even an adult, just want to go by yourself. Have fun, stay safe. Go enjoy haunted houses wherever you live. If they have them, even little home ones that are just free to walk through on Halloween night or throughout the month. Support your local haunts. Whether there's a home out in the field somewhere, if they rent a empty building and you turn that into one, or a theme park even. I mean, I know they're more corporate, but support them. The actors are the actors, no matter what level they're at. We enjoy what we do. We don't do it for the money. We don't do it for, we do it for the joy, excitement, thrills that we bring you guys. And depending on where you work, the free soda. Because, free drinks are always good. Certain places have incentives, and where I worked, we had free drinks the whole run. So, that was always good. And if you're familiar with it, there's a berry called the boysenberry. It is a hybrid of blackberry, loganberry, and raspberry, I believe. Some sources say another berry, but I'm going off of what I know from the history of it from Knott's Berry Farm, because that's why it was called Knott's Berry Farm. Originally, it was a roadside berry stand that ended up putting a chicken dinner restaurant as part of it, because it was on a main thoroughfare. They got a lot of business. So the owner's wife decided to put a restaurant next to the berry stand. And then they ended up building a Old West ghost town themed town around it. And then they expanded from there to a theme park eventually. Maybe I'll do a whole history of the park on the video. I'm sure it's been done on here before, but yeah, I grew up literally 2 minutes down the road from the park. It's ingrained in my head. So, I've got a ton of useless knowledge in here. I need to get it out somehow. On many different topics. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm going to get out of here. I got things to do. I just wanted to make this real quick. Have a great night. Again, hit the buttons, do the thing. I love you guys. Be safe. Have a good night. Bye.